section off when this person runs this and Ernest runs this, or is your hand in all of it?
Well, no, I have a small team.
Okay.
But ECSMG Consulting is the parent.
Okay.
Right. Hood Economics is just a small offshoot of that. Right. And then I have a Young Entrepreneurs Organization, which is a nonprofit that's not a year old yet either. Okay. That teaches middle and high school kids the basic skills of entrepreneurship. Okay. See, because urban kids, we don't learn entrepreneurship. It's not in our families often.
Right.
It's other cultures. If you look at the Asian culture, even when they come to America, they may start a mom and pop store, right?
Exactly.
Right. And then their kids will be working in it too. You ever see that? We go to a store where
it's like passed down. Exactly.
Even if they don't pass it down, they probably send them to college to do a better gig or whatever. But they learn, buying materials and how to mark them up to make a profit on what they paid for it. Okay. Or they learn inventory control, and they learn customer service because they've been around their parents working this store. And so they learn those things. Well, we don't learn those things because we don't really have businesses, a lot of us. Okay. For the most part. I mean, I don't know how you grew up. Maybe your family had a business.
No.
Which mine didn't.
No.
So we don't learn this stuff, and it's not taught in school. We didn't learn it in school anywhere. It's not in the curriculum. So I would like to teach young kids the basic skills of I spoke to a group of kids last week in Newark, and I asked them, who knows what an entrepreneur is? And they were like, looking at me, and the one kid raised his hand. He says, "Is that like a lawyer?" I was like, "No, it's like a business. A guy a lady who owns a business." And, so I said, "No, who likes video games?" Oh, everybody hands.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, what's the best video game out there?" And I got like 20,000 different answers. This one, I don't know. I don't even know these games, right? Okay. So I said, "Well, listen, what's the best part of that game you said you like?" And they told me. And then I asked the girl, "What's the best part of the game you like?" And she said what she liked. And the other kids said what they liked. And I said, "Why can't you take that piece of that game and add it to the piece she likes and the piece he liked? And why can't you guys create a game? Because you're your own test market. You're going to say, hey, this is whack. This don't work. Nah, let's take this out, put this in. Oh, this is cool. If it's cool for you, I guarantee you, you got a hit game.
Exactly.
Because our kids, black kids, urban kids, set the trends for what's hit around the world. I was in Hong Kong or Taiwan, and I saw kids with jeans off their behinds, hats to the back. That come from us, all the way over here. So we set the trends on what's cool.
Exactly.
So we need to become providers of those trends. And our rappers started doing that to a degree. I mean, with the Rockaware and the Sean Johns and Fubu's and those guys, they started doing that. They started providing clothes.
The trends, right.
But then they sell those businesses back. And then you start from scratch again.
Okay.
See, because what happens is that 15, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid who's a consumer of your music and your clothes becomes a 25-year-old man or lady who needs a job. They should be able to go back to these companies. So we should merge them all, in my opinion.
Okay.
So if you're tired of running them, because you might get tired. It's tough running the company every day. So, Jay-Z or one of those dudes might get tired, or he may have a riff with Dame, but I think if they merge them, become one big conglomerate, run by a group of business people, and they can be the board.
Exactly.
You still got the profits coming in, but we could put those kids to work in different parts of the country, because these one big conglomerate can have locations all over the country, and we're putting our kids to work.
Exactly.
Who are now adults.
Okay.
Who need jobs.
So
that's my 2 cents. I'm sorry.
But I like it though. It has structure and of course knowledge. I mean, a lot of people, like you said, they don't have it because it wasn't taught. Sometimes, of course, you have those that have to teach themselves in order to gain the knowledge that they need. And speaking of the kids, tell us a little bit about the IRL Hip Hop Business
Well, the Business Summit is a component of our Celebrity Weekend. So what we do is we golf on a Friday. And then we usually have a comedy show on a Friday night. One of the local clubs have comedy. And we'll take our people and go watch the show and have a good time. And then on Saturday morning, we have a hip-hop business summit. And I throw the word hip-hop in front to draw the kids.
Okay.
It's a business summit. We don't talk about nothing hip-hop really, except like a loose cannon or somebody will be there to talk about business.
Okay.
Or the business of hip-hop, or someone like yourself will come and talk about the business side of music, right? And we have celebrities and local business leaders talk to the kids about business and entrepreneurship and how to become a business owner and how they made it and how they come from the same parts of the country and the hoods that they come from. And anybody can make it if you want to make it, you know. And that's what that's about. And so we had a group of kids from IYO, the International Youth Organization, come through, and they sent a letter to Newark's mayor telling them how much they got out of the summit and things like that. So, but that's really what that's about, and that's where young entrepreneurs grew from.
Okay.
I see at the summits, the kids are thirsty for the information. They just don't have it.
Exactly.
And so we're trying to find. I'm working. Or hopefully we'll be working with Chicago in the schools or maybe the city to provide that our young entrepreneurs organization here to help the kids of Chicago. You know.
How long you been doing the IYO?
The IYO is just an organization. Hip Hop Business Summit is 2 years old.
2 years.
Yeah, yeah. I've done 9 celebrity weekends.
Okay.
In the U.S. and the Caribbean, and 3 or 4 in Virgin Islands. And having one. Hopefully, if it gets sponsored, New Year's Eve weekend in St. Croix. And that'll be my 4th year in St. Croix. I go to St. Thomas like once a month. The senator over and I are friends, and we always talking business and stuff. So, but I started the Newark Celebrity Weekend 2 years ago because I'm from Newark, and I was trying to give back to the community, and so the Hip Hop Business Summit has been 2 years there.
Okay, cool. So if someone that sees this video and be like, you know what, I need to ask him some questions. I want to pick his brain and get more information on everything that they discussed, how would they be able to contact you?
Well, my email address is eruffin, and that's ERUFFIN @ECSMG.com. And that's ECSMG.com. I know I talk fast.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
And so they can shoot me an email, or you can call me if you like, 973-573-2505.
Okay.
So it's all good.
See, that is what I'm talking about right there. He gave up his real digits. Unlike myself. No, but that's excellent. So then we're able to get everything.
Not to cut you off, last time I was here, I gave up my digits. A young fella called, his aunt heard my interview on Daryl King with the Bling Bling, right? I was on her radio show, and she was laughing at me. She's like, you sound like Tony Soprano. Where you from, New Jersey? I'm like, yep. So he's a trip, yo. But I got a call, and his aunt told him he should call me. So now he's a part of Young Entrepreneurs.
Okay.
He's here in Chicago, young fella, and well, we're trying to get him a job with the city now.
Okay.
So we're trying to help him out, and he's a good young guy. Just looking, need a way. He needs some help.
Right.
Need some direction. So no, it's all good.
It's all good.
As long as they call about business, it's cool,
So nothing else personal now. Don't be calling, going out on dates and stuff like that. But if you guys do, I have nothing to do with that. But so how long are you in Chicago?
I came yesterday, and I'm gonna fly out in the morning. I gotta cook at my sister's barbecue tomorrow.
Oh so. Yeah, just send me a plate. Put it in some wrapping and freeze it and stuff. Yeah, you see, we can do it that way. So now, what are you doing upcoming that people could probably follow you? I don't know if you have Twitter.
I have Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
Ernest Ruffin. I'm on Facebook. Ernest Ruffin. I don't know if I'm Junior, and I know my son's on there too. So
you might be under Junior. You might be.
Oh, you saw me? Oh yeah, you got me. We Facebook friends. Yeah.
Facebook friends. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And me and Chris are Facebook friends too. I think it's Ernest Ruffin Jr. And so you can follow me on Facebook. I have Twitter. I don't know my password. I think I was on it once.
Wow.
And my friend Ike Owens, he's claimed to fame as he founded Kurt Franklin. He tells everybody that. And one day I got an email that says Ike Owens is following you on Twitter. I'm like, what is this Twitter? So I signed up. I went to the email, and I signed up for it, and I haven't been back since, and I just can't remember how many characters. I can remember my password if it tells me if it's 6 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
You have 6 characters or
Right.
6 letters and one number, or whatever. If it just, if I could find out what I need, I could tell. So I haven't been on it, but
Okay.
Facebook I'm on all the time,
Okay.
as you know.
Yes.
So, so Facebook or Hood Economics, go to my own social network. I'm
Right.
on. Forget Facebook, hoodeconomics.com.
Okay.
You can definitely get me there. So.
Or call him.
Yeah.
On his digits that he provided for you. Right here. So, but anything upcoming that you want to?
No, please go and get the book. I mean, the book I think is very informative if you're interested in business, and you can get that off the website. It's a downloadable PDF on www.ecsmg.com. My next event